Namaste, this is JVN Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics in Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss on the module two-phase methods. This module is a part of the course Operation Research under the program of BBA 6th semester and BBA LLB 6th semester of the university. So in the today's session we will discuss about the two-phase method and two-phase method that is a method of solving the problem of linear programming, means the linear programming problem, and in this method the two phases will be used to solve the problem, means the solution can be divided into two phases, and this method is very important, is useful for the case of the problem linear programming problem, when the linear programming problem will have the artificial variables, and in that case when the artificial variables will come, then just two methods can be used to solve the problem. One is called the Big M method and second is called the two-phase method, and this two-phase method is solved just depends on the simplex method, and by the simplex method in the two phases we will solve the problem of linear programming problem, and in the phase 1 just accept the artificial variables. For all the other variables the cost will be taken as 0, and the artificial variables will be assigned the cost as -1. So the cost will be assigned to artificial variables to -1, and the remaining variables, the given variables, will be cost will be assigned to the cost 0, and in this way the procedure of simplex method will be applied to solve the problem in the phase 1, and when all the all the artificial variables removed and the value of Zj minus Cj, that is called del j, will be greater than or equal to 0. That means in the case when the value of Zj minus Cj will greater than or equal to 0 and all the elements, all the artificial variables are removed from the basis, then this is the last stage of the phase 1, means just we have to stop the phase 1 right now, and we come to the phase 2nd, and in the phase 2nd first we take our table as just as in the same way, but now the objective function will be taken as with the original cost. The objective function will come in the with the same cost as given in the problem, and all the artificial variables are not included in this because these already have removed in the phase 1. So we solve now the problem for the phase 2nd and by the simplex method, and so that is the simplex method in the two-phase method, and it can be used to the case when the artificial variables will come in the basis. So now we are going to share some slides to explain this method with example. So we start to take a slide, and we will present the rest part with the slide presentation. So here the two-phase method is given, that what is two-phase method. In the two-phase method, the whole procedure of solving a linear programming problem involving artificial variable is divided into two phases. We have already explained that, and we can see here the -1 will be the cost, and that will be assigned to each artificial variable in the phase 1, and the rest of the variables except the artificial variables will be assigned to the cost 0. And now we solve by the simplex method in the phase 1, and when all the artificial variables will be removed and the value of the Zj minus Cj will greater than or equal to 0, then we will stop at this phase 1 and we will come to the phase 2. And in the phase 2, in the phase 2, now the objective function will come with the original cost, and we will find just our solution by the simplex method. Now all the artificial variables already have just removed in the phase 1. So now we will solve the problem in the phase 2 by the simplex method, by the usual process, and we will find our solution. So now we come to the example part of this two-phase method. Here one example is given that by which we will find our solution. So minimize z equal to x1 plus x2. So that is the objective function of minimization type of z, and two constants are given that 2x1 plus x2 greater than or equal to 4, x1 plus 7x2 greater than or equal to 7, and x1 comma x2 greater than or equal to 0. So next we will start to solve the question, and first we will convert our minimization problem to maximization problem, and that's why just we multiply the objective function with minus sign, and therefore z will become z dash, and z dash equal to minus of z. And here we will use the variable x3 and x4 and x5 and x6 in the constants. The constants are already given that in the inequality form, and to make in equation form we will use the variable x3 and x4, x5 and x6. Here x5 and x6 will be the artificial variables. And now we start to solve the problem in the phase 1, and in the phase 1 we can write the problem as maximum z1, suppose here like z dash, maximum z1 is equal to 0x1 plus 0x2 plus 0x3 plus 0x4 minus x5 minus x6. So here we just seen that x5 and x6 are the artificial variables, and costs are assigned to these variables as -1, and other variables are just assigned the cost 0, and we will make a table for the cost CB basic variable and the solution XB 4,7, and now CJ will be taken as just as given above, and now we will solve by the usual simplex method this problem now. And Zj minus Cj is coming. What is Zj minus Cj? That is coming -3, -8, 1, 1 and 0, 0. Here how can we find Zj? Zj can be determined by the method of Cb into Yj, and that is the method of Zj. So Cb into Yj, like in this way, and here the minimum ratio can be given by by the formula of xbr upon yrj, like just we can see here by the method of the xbr upon yrj. Here we can see the y2 is the incoming vector, and therefore just we will take xbr upon yrj in the minimum ratio as 4 upon 1 and 7 upon 7, and just here we can see the minimum value is like 7 upon 7, which is corresponding to x6, and therefore x6 will be the outgoing vector. So that is y6 will be the artificial variable which is outgoing here. And now we will just reduce this table by the usual simplex method, and here just we can see the y2 is the incoming vector and y6 is the outgoing vector, and then we will solve our just table by the usual method, and we have just reached to Zj minus Cj as minus 13 upon 7 and 0 1 minus 1 upon 7, 0 and 8 upon 7, and then we will find the minimum ratio value. But now we can see here here just all Zj minus Cj are not positive, and still the artificial variable x5 is there. So just we will again solve this table 2, and we will again further apply the same procedure in the phase 1 to make the table 3. And here we can see the there is x1 is the incoming vector because it is most negative value, and x5 will be the outgoing vector because by the minimum ratio rule. Minimum ratio, that is like 21 upon 13 is the minimum value, minimum ratio. So therefore just x5 will be the artificial variable, that is outgoing vector. And now we come to the table number 3, and when we see the table number 3, then we will again find the usual we just apply the usual method of table 2 to convert table 3 by the usual process, and we see that in this table 3 all the artificial variables have removed, and just here the variable Zj minus Cj, the value of Zj minus Cj will be greater than or equal to 2, greater than or equal to 0, and therefore that's why just the first phase stops here and we come to the second phase. In the second phase we can see there all just in the second phase the original cost will be taken in the objective function, and that's why Cj will be -1, -1, 0, 0, and the same table will be just taken from the last table 3 of last table of phase 1. And here just we can see there basic variables are x1 and x2, their costs are -1 and -1 in the original objective function, and here we can see just the same table is taken there, and but now here we will find our Zj minus Cj again we will find Zj minus Cj, and which will come here 0, 0, 6 upon 13 and 1 upon 13. Now we can see all Zj minus Cj will be greater than or equal to 0 for all Zj minus Cj greater than or equal to 0 we can see there, and therefore now the optimal solution of the given problem is obtained, as all we know that by the simplex method when Zj minus Cj will be greater than or equal to 0, so that will be the last stage, and optimal solution is now obtained as x1 is equal to 21 upon 13 and x2 is equal to 10 upon 13, x2 star and x1 star, and Z minimum is equal to 31 upon 13. So that is the solution for the optimal problem by the two-phase method, and now students are advised to practice to solve more and more questions to just command over this topic and take objective questions as well as subjective questions of this topic, two-phase method, and for the competitive examinations and for your main examinations. So with this I conclude my today's session. Thank you.